Hello students, myself Professor Ashok M. Jain. In this lecture, I am going to discuss about the characteristics of DC motor. And in this particular lecture, I am going to discuss the characteristic of DC shunt motor. Earlier in Unit 3, I had discussed the generator, basic construction of DC machines, voltage build-up process, types of generator, or we can say types of excitation, and concept of back EMF, principle of motor, armature reaction, etc. So in this lecture, I am going to start the characteristics of DC motor and particularly DC shunt motor in this lecture. The basic performance characteristics of DC motor. We know the EMF equation is known as back EMF. In case of motor, it is called as back EMF. In case of generator, it is called as generated EMF EA. EB equal to P pole, phi is the flux, Z are the number of conductor, P phi Z N. N is the speed in RPM upon 60 and A number of parallel path. That is the EMF equation of DC machine. Here you can say P number of poles, Z number of conductor, 60 and A number of parallel path, all are constant. So it equal to PZ upon 60A. Let us assume K one constant, that is PZ upon 60A. Clear? Into phi into N. So here you can observe in this EMF equation the variable term is flux and speed. That is equation number 1 we can say. Second equation we have a torque, armature torque. Armature torque equal to one constant Ka phi into Ia. Ka one constant, that is Pz by A into 2 pi. That is K is constant, phi into I. Or I can say torque is proportional to the flux and armature current. Torque increases or decreases, torque changes with the change of flux and armature current, right? So let us say this is equation number 2. Third equation is the voltage equation. Voltage equation EB equal to Vt minus Ia into Ra, armature current into Ra. So this is the EMF equation, EB equal to Vt minus IRA. This is the equation number 3. Okay. Now, in these three equations, you can say Vt is there, supply voltage. Vt is the supply voltage which is usually constant. It will not be changed. Okay. So Vt is a supply voltage. It is constant. So now the quantity of common interest is what? EV will change with the change of phi and N. So, okay, so quantity of common interest, if you are going to draw the characteristic, quantity of common interest are what? Or, yes, first is the speed. Okay, quantities of common interest, first one is the speed, that is N. As you change the load, हमको ये देखना लोड चेंज होने से क्या चेंज हो रहा है. स्पीड विल चेंज ऑब्वियसली. कभी भी अगर आप लोड चेंज करेंगे तो स्पीड चेंज होती है. सेकंड क्वांटिटी इज ए आर्मेचर टॉर्क. TA. When you change the load, armature torque will change because of armature current will change. Third is the quantity of common interest is armature current. Clear? Armature current. Now we will discuss the flux. Flux के बारे में हम बाद में discuss करेंगे. What will happen to the flux? Generally, in case of shunt motor, flux will be constant, but I will discuss it in the next slide. So these are the quantities of common interest. Based on that, we can say we have three characteristics. Is the first one is the speed versus armature current. This one, first one. Second is the torque versus armature current, second characteristic, and third is the speed versus torque. Okay, so these are the three characteristics we will discuss for shunt motor or for any DC motor. Okay, so we will discuss in the next slide what is happening. Now in the next slide we will discuss about the flux. Okay, so I am rubbing it first. So these are the three characteristics we will discuss, right? Now next slide, DC shunt motor. Now you can say in case of DC shunt motor, you can say field winding. This is the field winding having terminal F1 and this terminal is F2. This is the terminal A1 and this is the terminal A2. Okay, here this is, you can say, this is the armature resistance RA and this is EB. We are applying the voltage, electrical energy we are applying. So motor will draw the current, let us say IL, it will draw the current IL. Out of this IL, some current, that field winding will take the current, it is known as field current. And the voltage here, it is VT. So what is the voltage across this point? VT, right? So voltage across here will also be VT. Voltage across armature, okay, and voltage across field will be same. Now you can say here, what is the field current? Field current equal to क्या होगा? VT upon resistance RF, resistance of the field winding, right? So VT upon say RF. Capital लिखो या small लिखो, okay? Now you can say here VT is what? Supply voltage. क्या है? Supply voltage क्या है? Supply voltage is a constant. It will not change. Okay, supply voltage is constant. RF is also known as constant resistance. Field resistance will not be changed. इसका मतलब है field current क्या है? Constant. भाई ये दोनों constant हैं तो field current will also be constant. जब तक आप इसमें कुछ rheostat नहीं डालते, field current will be constant. And what is the function of the field current to produce flux? इसका काम क्या है field current का? To produce the flux. अगर field current constant है तो flux will also be constant, right? Flux will also be constant. So in case of shunt motor, flux will be constant at no load or at lighter load condition. Small load है तो flux will be constant up to saturation. Up to, we can say, saturation. So I am assuming flux will be constant up to certain region, that is up to saturation, we can say. Now as we increase load, लोड बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? लोड टॉर्क विल इंक्रीज. जब भी लोड बढ़ाते हैं, सो कभी भी याद रखना, लोड टॉर्क विल इंक्रीज, दैट इज TL विल इंक्रीज, एंड मोटर हैज टू प्रोड्यूस द सेम टॉर्क. इसका मतलब है जब TL बढ़ेगा तो मोटर हैज टू प्रोड्यूस द सेम टॉर्क, TA विल आल्सो बी इंक्रीज. ऑलवेज व्हेन वी से वी आर इंक्रीजिंग द लोड, मतलब TL will increase, load will require more torque, TL will increase, so motor has to produce the same torque, TA will also be increase. Clear? ऐसा नहीं है अगर TA सेम रहा तो स्पीड कम होते होते खत्म होने वाली है. So TA will also be increased. TA equal to क्या होता है? वन कांस्टेंट K phi into IA. You know K is a constant है. Phi is also flux constant है. And TA कब बढ़ेगा? जब IA बढ़ेगा. So as we increase load, we say as we increase load, TL will increase, TA will increase, and TA will increase मतलब क्या होगा? IA will increase. So motor will start increasing the armature current. जब भी आपका लोड बढ़ता है, always IA will increase, armature current will increase, right? So armature current will increase, right? Now when armature current will increase, it is called as armature conductor. कहाँ से fill हो रहा है? Armature conductor से. So it is called as current carrying conductor. Armature conductor is called as current carrying conductor. अगर ये produce होगा तो it will produce the flux also. We have studied the armature reaction. Phi A will also be increased. Flux produced by armature current. और उसका effect क्या होता है? Cross magnetizing effect. Earlier in the last presentation we have discussed phi A. ये I phi M यहाँ था main flux और phi A का direction cross magnetizing यहाँ था. We have studied it. So because of that, in air gap or in the magnetic field, that is a phi resultant, it will be distorted. Clear? And because of distortion, main flux will decrease. We have discussed in the last presentation. You please see there what is the effect of armature reaction. If you go carefully, you will observe I have commented that main flux will start decreasing. So please be careful before saturation. That is the comment here I am going to say. In case of shunt motor, phi will be constant first up to what? Up to saturation. Up to saturation. Up to saturation. Up to saturation का मतलब क्या है? Up to certain load, we are neglecting the effect of armature reaction. Flux will be constant. But after saturation, क्या होगा? Flux will start decreasing. Why? Because of this armature reaction. पहले flux constant रहेगा up to saturation, and after saturation flux will start decreasing. Because please keep this thing in your mind. That is very, very important. In case of shunt motor, flux will be constant up to saturation, and after saturation we will assume flux will start decreasing because of armature reaction. Okay, so this is the point I want to discuss in this slide. So okay, now I will discuss the characteristics of shunt motor. Okay, so I'm going to discuss the characteristics of speed versus armature current characteristics. So I'm going to draw again. This is the shunt motor, armature resistance RA. This is the EB, back EMF. We are going to show two brushes. Please be careful. ये दो brush नहीं रहते. It depends on what number of parallel path. I have earlier told you. In number of brushes, always in case of wave winding armature, number of parallel path A equal to 2, number of brushes will be 2. But in case of lap winding, A equal to number of parallel path A equal to P, number of poles. जितने पोल होंगे, suppose 4 pole machine है, so 4 brushes will be there. But यहाँ दिखाते समय 2 ही दिखाते हैं. But actually it will be 4. It depends on number of poles. Okay, and not depends on number of poles, number of parallel path. So be careful about it. Okay, and here this is the plus and minus. We are applying the VT here, and field winding in parallel with the field winding. Resistance is RF, voltage here is VT. Okay, that is a shunt motor. Now speed versus armature current. So please be careful. Everywhere the voltage equation is very important. So I will discuss the voltage equation. What is the voltage equation? EB equal to what? VT minus IA RA. EB equal to क्या होता है? K N phi. EMF equation P phi ZN upon 60A. Out of that P, Z, 60 and A all are constant. So let us say K into N phi equal to VT minus IA RA. So speed N equal to, from here N equal to what? VT upon K phi minus IARA upon K phi. Equation number 1. This is the speed. You can say equation number 1 is very, very important, right? So speed n equal to what? At I'm going to draw the characteristic speed versus current IA, speed on the x-axis. Now याद रखना, जब आप ड्रा करते हैं तो we have a dependent and independent quantity. Independent is IA, load change होगा तो IA will change and speed depends on the IA. So this is the dependent quantity we will take on the y-axis and independent quantity we will take on the x-axis. Now at no load, what is the at no load? No load पे क्या होगा? Just see here, TL is very, very less. At no load, TL you can say it is zero, not zero, it is very, very less, because it will require some torque to run the armature. So TL is not zero, it is very, very less. So obviously TA will also be very less, because always TA will be equal to TL. इसका मतलब it will take the armature current but is negligible. IA is very, very less, so you can neglect. This is the first term, this is the second term. Okay, so here you can see first term Vt is constant, K is constant, phi is constant, all are constant. In second term Ra is constant, K is constant, phi is constant. Only Ia is variable term and it is negligible. So at no load I can say this is negligible, so N0, speed N0 equal to what? Let us say N0 or rotational speed omega 0 you can say, right? Vt upon let us say K phi constant है ये. Let us say this is N0. Okay, now N0 means speed at no load. Now as we increase the load, what will happen? As we increase the load, TL will increase. TL will increase मतलब motor has to produce the same torque. TA will increase और TA equal to क्या होता है? TA equal to what? K phi Ka phi into Ia. Phi is constant, K is constant, Ia will increase. जब Ia बढ़ेगा तो automatically TA will increase. इसका मतलब Ia will increase. Ia बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? Second term will increase. Second term will increase because this is constant, this is constant, this is constant. Only Ia is increasing. First term is constant. First term constant है, second term बढ़ रही है तो क्या होगा? Speed will decrease slowly up to like this. I can say up to saturation. This is saturation. Now after saturation we have to consider the effect of armature reaction. क्या होगा भाई after saturation? Phi will start decreasing. Clear ना? After saturation what will happen? After saturation what will happen? After saturation क्या होगा? Vt is constant, K is constant, this is decreasing. As this will decrease, first term will increase. First term will increase slowly, right? Now second term का क्या होगा? As we increase the load, Ia will increase, so second term will decrease. Phi will increase. Sorry, decrease. Phi will decrease, so second term will increase more rapidly. पहले ये first term constant थी, second term was increasing, तो speed was decreasing. अभी after saturation क्या होगा? First term will also start increasing, second term will also start increasing more rapidly. So again it will follow the same, क्योंकि ये पहले ये constant था, ये बढ़ रहा था slowly. Clear? अभी ये भी बढ़ रहा है, ये बहुत तेजी से बढ़ रहा है, तो क्या होगा? Speed will decrease with the same ratio. And ये आपका आ गया full load condition. फुल लोड मतलब क्या होगा? एक नेम प्लेट पे आपका फुल लोड करंट लिखा होगा. क्लियर ना? फुल लोड. और आपको मालूम है यू हैव टू गो अप टू फुल लोड, कुछ नहीं होगा, उस पर फुल लोड पे करंट लिखा है, मान लो 10 एम्पियर. मशीन whenever you are connected the full load it will draw 10 ampere. So you can note down IA. 10 एम्पियर के ऊपर जा रहा है मतलब ओवरलोड हो रहा है. और याद रखो ओवरलोड पे आप किसी को भी ओवरलोड करो तो क्या होने वाला है? मशीन विल बर्न. भाई सब अपना गुस्सा प्रकट करते हैं. अगर आपके पास घर में नौकर है, आप उसको बोलेंगे ये 5 किलो यहाँ से भाई आधा किलोमीटर पैदल जाना है, किसी के दोस्त को देना है, कुछ सामान दे दो, वो दे के आ जाएगा, 10 किलो भी दे के आएगा। आप बोलोगे नहीं 50 किलो आधा किलोमीटर पैदल लेके जाओ 50 केजी का लोड, वो बोलेगा साहब हमारा हिसाब कर दो, हमको आपके घर में काम नहीं करना, वो विरोध प्रकट करेगा, पैसा ऐसे नौकरी छोड़ देगा। जानवर को ओवरलोड करोगे तो क्या होगा, ओवरलोड करोगे तो बैठ जाता है जानवर, क्लियर ना। दैट उसका विरोध प्रकट करने का यही तरीका है। लेकिन अगर आप मोटर को या मशीन को या इलेक्ट्रिकल मशीन को ओवरलोड करोगे तो क्या होगा, वो अपने आप को, वो भी विरोध प्रकट करेगी अपने आप को जला के, दैट मशीन विल बी बर्न। सो अवॉइड द ओवरलोडिंग। तो उसके ऊपर, मोटर के ऊपर लिखा है नेम प्लेट पे कि ओवरलोड करंट या फुल लोड करंट कितना, यू कैन गो अप टू फुल लोड, नथिंग विल हैपन। ओके, सो यहाँ पर आपका फुल लोड आ गया। और थोड़ा बहुत ओवरलोड करोगे तो चलेगा, बट ज्यादा ओवरलोड किया इट विल बी बर्न्ड। नाउ यू कैन से दिस इज द फुल लोड स्पीड NF, that is a NF, full load speed. Now you can say no load to full load, that speed is decreasing. Clear? कितना होता है, approximately 6 to 8% of no load speed. You can say the speed is decreasing from no load to full load is approximately 6 to 8%. 6 to 8% मतलब 1500 RPM की मशीन अगर है, 1500 RPM नो लोड स्पीड है, तो कहां तक जाएगा, अप्रोक्सीमेटली 100 RPM तक कम हो जाएगी। 6 to 8% मतलब 1500 से 1400 RPM पे आ जाएगी। नो लोड टू फुल लोड स्पीड डिक्रीज, क्लियर, 6 to 8%, and that's why it is called as nearly constant speed drive. नो लोड से फुल लोड 1500 आरपीएम से 1400 आरपीएम आएगा, इसका मतलब इट इज कॉल्ड एज नियरली कांस्टेंट स्पीड ड्राइव। तो कहां यूज करते हैं शंट मोटर को, जहां आपका लोड रिक्वायर्स नियरली कांस्टेंट स्पीड। बी केयरफुल अबाउट इट, दैट इज द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ दिस मोटर। कहां यूज करेंगे, जहां आपको कांस्टेंट स्पीड लगती है, वी विल यूज दिस मोटर। लोड रिक्वायर्स कांस्टेंट स्पीड, कितना स्पीड चेंज होगी, 6 to 8% ऑफ नो लोड। प्लीज दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस एग्जामिनर में आस्क इन ओरल और इंटरव्यू, you must know it. Clear? So if you know this equation you can get it, and this equation is very very important. If you know this equation you will get the characteristics. So I am rubbing it, I will discuss the next characteristic. Okay, the second characteristic I am going to discuss, that is the armature armature torque versus armature current characteristics. Torque versus armature current characteristic. Now I am going to draw the characteristic. Armature current, and this is the torque. Because it is independent quantity, we will take on the x-axis, and this is the dependent quantity. Equation you know, TA equal to, since TA armature torque equal to one constant Ka phi into Ia. Equation number 1 we have. You can say this is the Ia is independent and TA is depending on Ia, so this is dependent. Dependent we will take on the y-axis, and independent we will take always on the x-axis. Please be careful about it, right? Now, at no load, Ia is very less. Ia is very less. अब Ia क्यों, at no load क्या होता है, torque required by load is very very less. So we know motor has to produce the same torque, TA will also be very very less. And TA equal to क्या होता है, in case of shunt motor Ka is constant, phi is also constant. मैंने इसके पहले वाले 2 स्लाइड पहले मैंने बता दिया है, in case of shunt motor phi is constant, flux is constant. So TA is proportional to Ia before saturation. Before saturation, as we increase the load, clear. So at no load is Ia is very less, TA is very very less. Let us say this. Okay, now as we increase the load, what will happen? एक्चुअली ये 0 0 है तो 0 भी आएगा, यहाँ से शुरू होगा, बट दिस कंडीशन इज नॉट अवेलेबल, यहाँ से शुरू होता है here. So anyway, TA is IA is 0, TA is 0, right? So I'm not, but this is the condition you will not get. Okay, as we increase the load, no load पे भी IA 0 नहीं होगा, IA will be very very less, but it is there. So TA will also be there, right? As we increase the load, as load increase होगा तो क्या होगा? Motor will, TL will increase. Motor has to produce the same torque, TA will increase, and TA increase means क्या होगा? IA will increase, right? So this is the point you will get. Clear? And continuously as you increase the load, TL will increase, TA will increase, and TA increase मतलब IA will increase. So you will get this curve. Sorry. You will get this curve like this. Linear curve. Clear na? Linear curve you will get, because TA is proportional to IA up to saturation. Up to saturation. Now after saturation क्या होगा? Again if you increase the load, what will happen? After saturation, if you again increase the load, TA equal to what? Ka phi into IA. If you increase the load, so TL will increase, TA has to increase cope up करने के लिए. So क्या होगा? Ka is constant है, IA will increase, but as the IA will increase, it will become a current carrying conductor. पहले भी था, अभी भी है, but पहले हम neglect करते गए थे. लेकिन as you increase the load, IA will increase. So it will produce a phi A, armature reaction effect, you know, we have studied. So phi will start decreasing slowly. It is not with the same ratio. It is increasing much more, but it will start decreasing slowly. Small decrease is there. So पहले ये क्या था? TA was proportional to IA. Now TA will not be proportional to IA. ये बढ़ेगा, but ये थोड़ा सा कम हो जाएगा. तो यहाँ पर after saturation it was this, it will tilt it right this, ऐसा हो जाएगा. It will start decreasing, right? And this is the full load condition. इसके आगे जाने नहीं है. Clear na? So this is the characteristic you will get. Initially it is a straight line up to here, up to saturation. Clear? And after saturation, it will be tilted from its original path. So be careful. This is the torque versus armature current characteristic for shunt motor. Clear? So characteristic before it is a saturation. Before saturation, phi is constant, K is constant, TA is proportional to IA. It will be linear curve, and after saturation this will increase more rapidly, but this will decrease slightly. So it will be tilted from its original path up to saturation तक जाना है. Sorry, up to full load तक जाना है. This is the armature torque versus current characteristic. Third characteristic I am going to discuss, that is the speed versus torque. Okay, so I am rubbing it. Third characteristic I am going to discuss, that is the speed versus torque. Okay, so I am going to draw the characteristic. Speed N versus TA. Since we know EB equal to what? VT minus IA RA. EB equal to क्या होता है? K N phi equal to VT minus IA RA. So N equal to क्या होगा? VT upon K phi minus IA RA upon K phi. Clear? I don't want speed versus armature current. I want TA here. Since equation number 1, since TA equal to what? Ka phi into IA. So what is the value of IA? IA equal to क्या होगा? TA upon KA phi, right? This is the equation number 2. I am going to put the value of 2 in 1. So when you put the value of 2 into 1, you will get n equal to Vt upon K phi माइनस ये वैल्यू IA की वैल्यू यहाँ रखेंगे तो क्या आएगा, IA की वैल्यू यहाँ रखेंगे, सो यू विल गेट TA RA यहाँ पहले पुट कर रहे हैं अपॉन K इंटू KA इंटू फाई स्क्वायर. So I am getting this equation number 2. Just I don't want this characteristic, I want this N versus TA. Now, okay, at no load, this is the first term, this is the second term. At no load, TA is negligible. So this term is negligible as compared to first term, right? So क्या हो जाएगा, you will get some speed, let us say N0, no load speed. Now as we increase the load, जैसे लोड बढ़ाओगे तो क्या होगा, लोड टॉर्क TL will increase, motor has to produce the same torque, TA will increase. Obviously, जैसे ही आप लोड बढ़ाएंगे तो TL बढ़ेगा, लोड will require more torque, TL will increase, and motor has to produce the same torque, नहीं तो स्पीड कम होती जाएगी. तो क्या हो जाएगा, same torque, so TA will increase. Vt is constant, K is constant, phi is constant before saturation. First term is constant. TA बढ़ रहा है तो क्या होगा, फर्स्ट टर्म इज कांस्टेंट, सेकंड टर्म में सब कुछ कांस्टेंट है, RA, KA, phi. So TA will increase, so speed will decrease slowly from no load to full load up to saturation. Now after saturation, क्या होगा, as we increase the load, this will constant, K will constant, phi will starts first term, this will start increasing, first term will start increasing slowly because of decrease of flux after saturation due to armature reaction. Okay, first term will increase, but second term क्या होगा, second term this term, as we increase the load TA बढ़ेगा, second term बढ़ेगी और phi will decrease, square में है phi, so second term will increase more rapidly because of this is decreasing. So first characteristic we have discussed, and third इसमें square आया, phi square आया, तो this term will increase more rapidly because of this decrease in this one. Okay, so this term will increase more rapidly, so this characteristic will decrease like this, comparatively more rapidly, right? So this is the speed versus torque characteristic. So after saturation you will get this, and up to full load, this is the full load condition, this is up to saturation. Okay, up to saturation, so up to full load you can go. So this is the, you can observe the first characteristic, speed versus armature current, and third characteristic, speed versus torque, will be nearly same. So no need to mug up this third characteristic, it is similar because TA increases with the increase of armature current. So first characteristic और third characteristic will be nearly same, थोड़ा सा इसमें speed decrease ज़्यादा होगा up to saturation. Clear? So I want to tell you, पहली और तीसरी characteristic nearly same रहने वाली है. So this is the speed versus torque characteristic. So I had discussed all three characteristics for shunt motor. Okay, in the next presentation I will discuss the characteristic for series motor. कहाँ, what is the application of shunt motor, where you want a driven load requires constant speed. तो आप आगे जाके एक और क्वेश्चन आने वाला है, इंडक्शन मोटर में स्क्विरल केज इंडक्शन मोटर भी कांस्टेंट स्पीड देती है, तो जनरली वी आर नॉट यूजिंग दिस मोटर, वी आर यूजिंग द इंडक्शन मोटर। बट इसकी एप्लीकेशन क्या है, अगर आपका ड्रिवन लोड रिक्वायर्स वाइड रेंज ऑफ स्पीड कंट्रोल, wide range of speed control, we will go for shunt motor, right? So I'm rubbing it. Okay, now I'm stopping here. Okay, thank you very much for listening me carefully.